Yo guys, this is your friend Cindy, and in this video we are going to create a very simple program, and we are going to use JFrame form. Okay, so first off, let's create a new Java package here. Let's say it's add, delete, and edit, or no, it's just add and delete. Okay, so this is basically about tables. So JFrame forms, let's use it. My table. Alright. And after that, we have to design our table very fast. Okay, let's find the palette. Table. Here at the table. Okay. Now, what we want to do here is to have our table very basic things that it can do. First off, it can add a row of itself. So it's basically about grades. So we are going to make a very simple thing. It has only two buttons. Okay, the first button is to add the value in the table. So add, and let's copy this and paste it here. And the second button is for deleting value. Okay, very simple thing, right? Be afraid, it's a very simple thing. Now we want to get the input from the user. For instance, let's say it's going to need a subject name, a grade if it fails or passed, and then at the bottom the total grade. So the contents of the table is going to be edited by us. So table contents, let's say the columns are subject, and its object. Yes, editable, no, we can't do edit. Resizable, yes. Subject, the grade, and the status if it fails or not. Now the fourth column is going to be deleted. We're not going to need that, and yeah, not editable, of course. Close. Okay, now we have three columns. Very good columns right there. It's perfect. Now we're just going to edit the rows. Let's say the count of the rows is 0 right now. Yeah. Now we have to get input from the user. For example, we need the input subject and grade. Okay, two inputs only. Only the subject and the grade. Alright. Now we have to create a source of input. So we can use text field or text area, but text field is much better for now. So let's say this text field is for the subject. Let's put a label here that it says subject name, and it refers to this text field here. Now we can control and click the two components and control D. So it's basically duplicating. But the second label would be the grade. Right? And if you add something like add, it will add the subject name and grade to the table here. A very easy thing, right? Okay, let's put this in the middle, I guess. Yeah. And let's configure the add button. So if we click the add button, so let's make the event an action perform event. If we click the grade or the add button, it will add the subject name and grade to the table. Basically, that's what we want to do. Okay, so the add, and then let's maximize. Okay, let's delete comment. Okay, let's X this one. And then we need to get the variable name of this to get the name, and the variable name of this to get the grades. So get the variable name, text field 1, let's say subject right now, subject name. Let's edit this again, and subject grade. After that, let's get the value of the name and the grade. I guess let's get their value. So for the name, let's store the value to a variable. So the name is characters, so let's store the value to string sub name is equal to subject name dot. So if you get if we dot, all the methods will appear here. So we need to get the text, so get text, and then let's store it to subname. After that, we need another info, okay? And it is, or data, it is the grade. So let's create another variable for the grade. So grade is a number, right? So we need a variable int for the grade, int sub grade, and then it's going to be subject, the variable name of the text field, subject grade that get text, okay? But then the get text returns string, and we are storing it to integer, so it's not going to be easily stored, I guess. So we need to catch it, or not, we need to parse it to int, to integer that parse int, and we need to pass the subject grade that get text, which is returning string, to the parameter. So the string that the subject grade get text returns will be converted into integer, and the returning value will be stored at the subgrade. Now, let's configure our table. So right now, the table is named table 1. So let's configure the table grade for now. Copy. Let's try to use it. Table grade dot add row. So we can really add a row right now. But what we need to do is we need to get the table model and convert it to default table model in order for us to edit its component or the value on the table. So let's edit that here inside the constructor. So let's declare default table model DTM is equal to, then let's get the model of our table. So let's get the variable name table grade dot get model. Alright, and then we have to import the table or the default table model, and then we have to cast, yes, we have to cast the table grade, and then we can use the DTM right now. So DTM that okay, sorry, we need to declare the DTM outside of the constructor, and we need to initialize it inside the constructor. Now the DTM has its value. We can use the DTM here. It's now global variable. Now we can use the add row. It's adding the object array of object and the row data itself. Okay, so let's use this add row, and let's pass the row data. So first data is the subject name. Okay, subject name, so sub name. The second data is the subject grade, and the third data for now is blank. So we don't have any system to check if the grade is passing or failing. So let's say pass for now.